Welcome to this month's edition of Roanoke County Today. I'm Teresa Hall, Roanoke County's Public Information Director. We hope you'll stick around for this month's show, where our topics will range from technology to public safety. We'll also introduce you to Roanoke County's first female assistant county administrator. Please stay with us.
Welcome back. I'm Dan O'Donnell, Assistant County Administrator, and I'm here with Battalion Chief Ted Adkins from the City of Roanoke's Fire and EMS Department, and Battalion Chief Rodney Ferguson from the Roanoke County Fire and Rescue Department. And we're here today to open up and celebrate the opening of the Regional Fire Training Tower. And appreciate you folks being here with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Chief Ferguson, could you describe this project? What is the tower, and what are we going to use it for?
Well, we've got a four-story tower with a two-story residential structure and then a one-story annex. So we have burn props that are natural gas built into them, so we can train our firefighters to fight fire, to search in a smoky building, or they can do rope work off of the building as well.
Great. And could you describe why we needed this particular project?
Our old building was solid masonry. It was a three-story building, but we were only allowed to burn in certain buildings. We used hay, we used pallets to burn with, and the burn boxes inside, similar to that of a stove lining of fire brick. They are continuously busted out. We'd made numerous repairs. So the building, the masonry building, had about run its life.
Okay. So it's just worn out, and this has also additional technology and a little bit better materials involved than the old one.
We're fueling it with natural gas,
Great.
So that way we're eliminating the release, or actually being greener to the environment.
Right,
so that's a real nice plus.
Great. Now, Chief Adkins, this is a regional facility. Can you tell us what other agencies are using this facility with us?
Well, naturally, all the localities in the valley, the town of Edmond, city of Salem, the city of Roanoke County, we'll use it on a daily basis. But also, we'll extend on into Craig County, Montgomery County, Botetourt County, and over into Franklin County as well.
So it really is a regional.
It's a true regional facility.
That's great. And can you tell us a little bit about the training scenario we saw here today at the opening?
Sure. What we did today is basically what we're going to do on any and every event we go to. We set up a fire attack team. We set up a RIT team, which is in place to take care of our firefighters should they get in trouble. We took care of ventilation by sending 2 crews to the roof of this particular building and doing a stairwell vent and a roof vent. And we did a simple fire attack or a fire knockdown and a primary search of the building.
Well, it was truly impressive seeing how everybody works together on a situation like that. So it was a great example of working together and how this facility can help. Now, Chief Ferguson, can you tell us about the funding for this project? How did we get the dollars to pay for this?
The Virginia Department of Fire Programs has grants available. Of course, you have to go through the application process, and the Fire Services Board awards you a $430,000 grant, $400,000 for the building and $30,000 for the architect and engineering fees that go in with the project. And then the localities made up the other $350,000 for additional money for the tower.
So in addition to being regional, it's also state. I mean,
yes, sir.
It's state and local project. That's
yes,
great.
Sir. Yeah.
And what will be the benefits compared to the old building for the training? What are the benefits to the personnel?
Our instructors are the manpower that it took just on that level to put on one of the burns similar to that you saw today. We're talking about 20, 25 instructors just to make that and comply with the standards to make it safe. Whereas today we cut that staffing almost to nil. So our staffing costs go down. We can train our firefighters much safer in a building like this, because if something happens, the instructor inside has the controls to release the button, all the fire goes out, and then the fans kick on, it evacuates the smoke. So the safety
great
is
safety improvement. That's fantastic.
Tremendous.
And one more question. Can you tell us what you're going to do with the old burn building?
The old building, we can still do search and rescue, we've in the process of applying for a mini grant through the state that we'd actually build floor suspended, and we could actually lower that in cables or split the floor in half to where we would simulate a floor collapse and the firefighters going in to shore it up, and it still can be a great use.
Very good.
Wouldn't be able to build a prop like that today.
Well, great. This was truly a great opening ceremony and event today, and we appreciate you being with us today on Roanoke County Today. And thanks for being here.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Tom.
We'll be right back.
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
Roanoke County is taking the phrase reduce, reuse, and recycle to heart. If you weren't aware, Roanoke County has an online site for auctioning our surplus items. Rob Light is the county's purchasing manager and is here to talk more about surplus and this online site. You know, Rob, some people might say this is one of the best kept secrets, especially if you like to buy things online through places such as eBay.
It is, and we're excited to tell people about it today.
Well, how long has Roanoke County actually been using an online site to auction items?
We've been selling automobiles for about 5 years and other goods for about 2 years. And the online site allows us to maximize the taxpayer investment. It also allows us to set up a system of internal allocation to other departments. And it also allows us to be good stewards regarding our environmental impact.
Well, we're going to go to the site a little bit later in this segment, but basically it can be accessed through Roanoke County's website.
It can be, yes.
Now, you mentioned that we have automobiles that we've been auctioning, but you can really find a lot of items there.
There are a variety of items, automobiles, trucks, heavy equipment, tools, kitchen items, furniture. We also manage the disposal and surplus sale of police seizures, which often brings about some interesting items.
What sort of things will people find on there? Because it is some very unusual items. Christmas ornaments, for instance.
Christmas ornaments, bicycles, CDs. There are computers, telephones, obviously furniture and automobiles and things like that. It really covers a wide spectrum of items.
It's things that you wouldn't expect government to have.
It is. It really is. It's unique. And via the website, we really have a good consumer base that goes out and looks at these things.
If you like yard sales, this is for you.
Perfect. You don't have to leave the house.
Well, do you have to sign up, put your name in, or anything like that, just to view the items?
No, you can access via the Roanoke County webpage, and if you go through our county webpage, it'll automatically take you to the Roanoke County auction site, and you can look and see what's available. Also through Public Surplus, you can view many other localities in Virginia and across the country.
So we're not alone in doing this?
No.
What has been the response from citizens who come to pick up items?
They're very pleased. The old system was we would have 2 or 3 auctions a year, sell automobiles, other goods and items, and if you didn't make those auctions, you really couldn't participate. This opens it up to not only more people locally, but we have folks across the country who participate.
And where do you go to pick up your items if you win an auction, for instance?
Our warehouse is located on Kessler Mill Road in Salem, and if you go to the website and look at the terms and conditions, it'll give you all the information on how to purchase, where to pick it up, hours, and things like that.
When do you put new items on?
Weekly, as they come through, but pretty much on a weekly basis they change.
Okay. Well, right now I'd like to just take a break and actually show folks what the auction site looks like and how you access it.
Great.
Rob, we just were talking about how you get into the site and you access it actually through RoanokeCountyVA.gov. And by going to the home page, you click on departments, and if you could, take us from there.
Sure. If we click on departments, and then you click on purchasing link, And then from here, there is a surplus property link.
The surplus property link is on the left.
Correct. And then what we want to do from here is we want to view the current Roanoke County auctions.
And this is where you can find a variety of items.
Exactly. This is going to show you everything that's open currently for auction with Roanoke County, and there are a variety of items here.
Let's go through like the top 5, for instance, just to give people an idea. You have a Dell laptop, for instance, an Apple iPod. That's unusual.
Sure, we have lots of items. We mentioned computers and phones and things like that. And one thing I'll mention here is when we put computer items and smartphones on the website, is they are wiped previous to being sold, which means that the buyer will need to install their own software when they purchase. But if we can click on one here, we'll show you some of the detail level for a particular item. This is an Apple iPod. It's going to tell us the current price. If you could scroll back up a little bit. It'll tell us the current price, it'll tell us the number of days left, etc., including description, other terms and conditions related to this item. It gives a condition of fair. Again, we're rating this, but we're not warranting or guaranteeing anything we're selling on the website.
It has pictures and usually more than one photo.
It does, and usually a contact if there are any questions. Automobiles, the contact information is the fleet manager and his staff, and they won't answer any questions related
Okay, and
to
that's at the county garage?
It is, yes.
Okay.
And if you want to click on another item, we can look and just see sort of the different type of items that we have here.
Right, we talked about it's a variety of things.
We have baby frames and all kinds of things. So you never know what you're going to get. It's fun just to look through and see, and if you want to participate. It's not too hard. You can register through the site, and the basic information that they're going to ask for is your name, your address, and an email address, and it's really user-friendly.
Okay. All right, Rob. Well, we appreciate you walking us through this.
Thank you very much.
Well, Rob, thank you very much for taking and walking us through the site. I know it's a lot of work that goes into putting all of that information online, and you'd like to give a little bit of credit to some of the folks who work behind the scenes.
I would. There is a lot involved, and all these folks have other primary responsibilities, but the fleet manager and his staff at the garage, Parks and Rec, the courier, and our surplus property coordinator is Ann Mendez, and I'd like to recognize her for leading our efforts.
All right.
Thank you
We
for
would
having me.
too. Thank you very much, Rob.
Thank you.
And stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
My pot of gold, your daddy's little girl, till heaven home.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Metal cone! Let's go! Hurry! Metal cone! Metal cone! Metal cone! Metal cone! Metal cone!
Dude, why is your mom driving us to MetalCon?
Remember when I bought us all snowboards on that credit card and never paid it back? Well, I guess they check that stuff out when you apply for a car loan.
Afterwards, we'll all go out for ice cream.
Don't let your credit put you in a bad place. Go to controlyourcredit.gov.
Recently, Roanoke County was named the top winner for Digital County Survey. And here to tell us about this award is Elaine Carver and Bill Greaves. Bill, could you discuss how the survey was conducted?
Yes, the survey is conducted annually by an organization called the Center for Digital Government, which is basically a nationwide think tank that does the survey and a lot of other services to review how technology is being used in local governments across the country. So this survey is basically their way of evaluating the pulse of technology in local government today. Every year they send this survey to organizations across the country of all different sizes, and the questionnaire in the survey really focuses on how well is an organization using technology. Not just the organization, but the community itself. What are the new trends in technology? And so, of course, with the rate at which technology changes, the survey questions change from year to year as well.
Right. Could you expand on how the criteria was to determine the award?
This year, the criteria changed and had a lot more emphasis on things like mobile communications, social media, Web 2.0 stuff, because that seems to be the way the technology trends are going. And they look at how well is an organization adapting some of these newer technologies and actually using it within their mission to serve their citizens.
Right. How do you feel that the Roanoke County is successful in accomplishing the goal of winning the award?
I think we have been successful because of the way we have been able to align what we're doing with our technology with the business goals of all of our different departments. Every department has a different audience and a different set of goals that they're trying to achieve with their citizens or their constituents. So we try to put a lot of emphasis on figuring out what it is that we can use technology for, leveraging that technology to help them attain their goals.
I think that's one of the strengths of Roanoke County, is that not just the information technology department, but the department heads are knowledgeable about technology. You know, they may not understand all the things that go on in the back end, but they're knowledgeable and they understand what their citizens are looking for, and they look for ways to apply technology. And I think that's one of our strengths, really.
What are some of the applications that the citizens see?
Well, certainly most people are familiar with our maps. We have our maps out there. But we also have Parks and Rec, who has their rec programs out there. We're able to now have, I believe, is it YouTube or Facebook?
Yes,
that we now
both.
have like the programs from RVTV out there. And we're looking at, we're using Twitter, so we're trying to connect with all of our citizens, no matter what their age group. And I think we're looking more and more to leverage those kinds of what people call social media in an appropriate way for local government.
Yeah, we're trying to develop we're trying to go beyond the traditional website and develop something that is a portal and a set of resources for citizens to get what they want, rather than us trying to push out what we think they want. We want to try to build a framework so they can come in and get done what they need to get done, or communicate with us in the way that they're most comfortable, quickly, efficiently, and on their own terms.
How has Roanoke County performed in the past in these competitions?
We've done very well. I think for the past 5 or 6 years we have either been in the first or second place spot in our population category, and I think that's definitely a testament to the way we have approached technology, as Elaine said, as an organization. It's not just about the IT department, it's the way we have a very forward-thinking and innovative organization that is willing to take risks with technology for the greater good.
Well, thank you. Would you refer the public, would you give them our county website so they can get additional information?
Absolutely. It's www.roanokecountyva.gov. You can also follow us on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Roanoke County. You can look us up on Facebook, Google Videos. We're out there, and we hope to keep expanding in the future.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in a few moments.
So, April. Yeah? You know your charger's still using energy when it's plugged into the wall, right?
Yeah, but that's not my charger. I don't even have a cell phone.
Millions of kids are using their energy wisely. What's your excuse?
In August, Diane Hyatt was named Roanoke County's first female assistant county administrator. Diane is joining us now to talk about the promotion, and before we begin, I just want to offer congratulations.
Thank you, Teresa.
You know, you're no stranger to Roanoke County. I believe you've been with Roanoke County for about 27 years.
Yes, I have, and I've been in a variety of jobs during that time. I started as assistant director of finance and then moved up to finance director. Then to Chief Financial Officer, and now Assistant County Administrator.
So what have the last couple of months been like?
A little bit hectic, but a lot of fun. As the county as a whole is going through, as vacancies come up, we're not filling them, so everyone in the county is doing more work as time goes on, and we have many projects going on, and I've been lucky enough to be involved with a lot of those.
You know, I was going to ask you what are some of the challenges that are facing Roanoke County, but I think you may have named at least one of them just now.
That's one of them. Another one is I think we'll probably just have to look at a whole new way of offering services to the citizens, going through and reevaluating what are the most important ones. Because like every other locality in Virginia, we have less money to deal with now with the current economic situation.
Well, you know, your position is one with a lot more responsibilities. Has this, though, been a personal goal of yours to reach the position of Assistant County Administrator?
Well, I think not particularly this position, but in each position I've had, I've wanted to do the best that I can, and I've enjoyed working with all the departments and all of the projects that have been going on. So as I've moved along, it's just felt like a nice fit for me.
And I know that the South County Library Project is one of your responsibilities. It was before, but now you've got it with many others as well.
Yes, and I'm really excited about the South County Library. We've been working on it for quite a while now as we work through the redesign of it, and then finally got it within the budget and even had some savings on the last bid. So I'm anxious to see it actually come out of the ground, and the construction will be beginning soon.
You know, you've been with the county for 27 years. What's kept you here? That's a lot of time.
I think there's a lot of challenge in the government work. There's a lot of change from year to year and new things going on. It's rewarding to be able to give something back to the community, and the people that I work with are extremely nice, and I enjoy working with them.
What is your favorite part?
I think my favorite part is working with the other county employees and with the other jurisdictions in the valley, having interaction with them as well.
And so it's a lot of responsibility, but a lot of personal satisfaction too.
Yes, it is, and I think that's what the blend is that keeps me here.
And other than working on the county library project, working on the budget, what will some of your other responsibilities be as well?
Well, the departments that I'm dealing with are finance, general services, libraries, elections, real estate assessment, and then I act as a liaison with some other departments like the commissioner and the treasurer, the school system, and the regional jail authority.
So a lot of internal work, but external as well.
That's right.
Well, it sounds like you've got a lot of variety in your job, and that you'll have a lot to keep you busy.
Yes, I think so.
Well, Diane, thanks for taking the time out to share with us some of your thoughts about your position, and best of luck to you in the future.
Thank you.
And stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Roanoke County staff is continually updating the county's comprehensive plan. As part of that work, the county is in the process of or has completed several community plans. Joining us to discuss this process is David Holliday, who's also going to talk about the latest study. David is a planning administrator in the county's Community Development Department. David, thank you for taking the time out. I know you have a very busy schedule because these studies do take a lot of time. This latest study is for the Glenver area. Why this area, and what area are you actually going to study as part of this Glenver plan?
Well, the Glenver Community Plan was initiated to look at development and redevelopment issues along West Main Street for a couple of reasons. Number one, the State Transportation Department is rebuilding the highway from the Salem city limits out to where it becomes 4-lane again, and also a proposed intermodal facility that Norfolk and Southern, wants to construct in Montgomery County, just outside the Roanoke County line. In addition, we're going to be looking at community facilities in the Glenver area, environmental and natural resources constraints and issues, as well as recreation potential in the area. The study area that we're looking at focuses obviously on West Main Street and the commercial and industrial business uses of West Main Street.
From
But-
Salem down to Montgomery County line.
Exactly. But it also looks at the broader picture of the rural areas and the environment and Roanoke River, etc. So the whole study area goes from Salem to Montgomery County, but also from
It's wide
Fort
too.
Lewis Mountain to
Right.
Poor Mountain. So it's a large area.
Why are these types of studies important?
Well, we're as part of our task in the planning and zoning department is to continually update our comprehensive plan, and we are looking at area plans now as part of our update, and we have completed several of them in other parts of the county, and now it's Glenver's turn.
And this process naturally involves your staff, and as we've said, is a lot of work, but there's also a large citizen component as well, getting the citizens to come out and talk about what they would like to see as future development along that area that we just described.
Exactly. With these area plans, we've tried different methods of citizen participation, and one of the things we're focusing on this time is to really reach out through social media, through our website, and tap into a network of folks that have been interested in some land use cases in the area, and really use that network to build upon in this effort. We're going to have an online survey through the county's website, and also that will be available through paper copies here at the Administration Center and at the Glenver Library. But we really want to see how much we can gather through electronic media.
Have you done a lot of outreach so far, or are you just getting started on the Glenver Community Plan?
Pretty much just getting started. We're still putting the survey together and want to get that out soon. Also this fall, we're going to, another component of our outreach is to do stakeholder interviews, and we're going to talk to business owners, major landowners, civic league group representatives, local government representatives, other industry groups, Chamber of Commerce, etc., to do one-on-one interviews with them to gather some insight. We tried that with some other efforts, and it was very successful in gaining some buy-in and some interest in the plan, and we gained valuable information.
Well, for people who'd like to see some of the photos, the maps of this area, or learn more about this plan, naturally it's on your website. And how do you get to that information?
Through the Roanoke County website, I can take you through the links.
And we'll also have this up on the screen as well.
But in our planning and zoning department, under community planning areas, and then Glenver Community Plan will take you to that. There is basic information that we've been going over, plus some maps that we've already generated that are existing conditions, existing zoning, some information about land use from our real estate records, the future land use maps in the comprehensive plan as they were adopted in 2005, which we'll be examining as part of this effort. Some other community facility type maps, and then we'll have more as the plan progresses.
Well, it sounds like a way to have a voice is to get involved in this.
It is, and I think we have a large group of folks in Glenver that are interested in this process, and we look forward to hearing from them.
It's transitioning. Thank you, David, for that information. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Sounds like you could use some Van Gogurt. It's fortified with arch-rich nutrients to improve your math and reading skills. Catch!
Van Gogurt. Thanks. So what's the deal with your ear?
Always with the ear, huh?
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
That's all for this month's edition of Roanoke County Today. For more information on Roanoke County events and programs, please visit our website at RoanokeCountyVA.gov. See you again next month.